dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. Showers and storms are likely throughout your holiday weekend, and some of those could be heavy. This could lead to some high water in spots. Meteorologist Cameron Aaron has the latest on our first alert weather day. Cameron?
Yeah, Keaton, we're already tracking some heavier showers and even a new flash flood warning across the mountains right now. Here is a look at that flash flood watch in effect that the National Weather Service issued earlier today, and this includes much of the region until 11 o'clock on Monday night. So we still have several hours of rain to go, and we do have a new flash flood warning in effect for portions of Elliott, also into Morgan County, and this will last until 8:45 tonight, and this does include West Liberty. Now here is a look at pinpoint Doppler right now. We are tracking a few showers and storms across the region. Some heavier rainfall in portions of Perry County here in Hazard, stretching over to near Leslie County, also into portions of Clay County, into Manchester, getting in on some heavier rainfall. And then here is a look at that flash flood warning area for portions of Morgan, also into Elliott counties, and some more heavier rainfall near Paintsville and Johnson counties. Temperatures middle to lower 70s for most of us. 73 in Jackson, 74 for Pikeville and Manchester, 79 over in Somerset. And those temperatures, they stay mild and muggy over the next 6 hours, only falling into the upper 60s. Showers and storms are likely through tonight, and that flash flood watch continues into your Monday. I have that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thank you, Cameron. Police in Hazard were involved in a shootout last night. Police attempted to serve a warrant on Baker Avenue in downtown Hazard just after 10 p.m. Shots were fired at the officers when they arrived, so they shot back. Eventually, police were able to arrest the shooter. Witness Isla Scott says she was crawling, trying to stay safe.
I was laying on the couch resting, dozed off, and I heard like awfulous commotion, people fighting, slamming up against the wall, and then I heard a gunshot.
Our units were attempting to serve a warrant on the subject here on Baker Avenue, and he fired at them. We had to return fire.
Police have not released the identity of the shooter or if there were any injuries. A woman in Jackson County has been arrested and charged with murder. Officials with Kentucky State Police said 43-year-old Karen Clemens was arrested following an investigation into the death of Mary King Abrams in late July. Police say Clemens was charged with murder and receiving stolen property. She's currently being held at the Jackson County Detention Center. That investigation is ongoing. The Louisville jail has been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, multiple deaths and a number of overdoses. The jail's former director resigned, and since then the new director has worked to turn things around. Back on Thursday, the jail caught 3 people trying to smuggle drugs through the mail, CDs labeled as attorney-client documents. Underneath the paper, there were drugs that could kill. The jail's new director now has 16 canines at his disposal.
Every time we stop one way, and for lack of a better word, the creativity, criminal creativity goes to trying to introduce it another way.
Collins said they've already stopped more than 150 drugs from entering the jail. The Neon community is still working hard to recover from the flood. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox details how some bright spots of the town are beginning to shine once again.
A lot of people love my home silks, if you want to show that on TV.
Slowly but steadily, flowers are blooming again at Letcher Flower Shop in Neon, but not without hours and hours of hard work.
And see how hard I've been working. Listen, it's been a month, but there was 5 foot of water and about a foot of mud in here. And I painted the floors and painted my walls and got new counters put up.
Right down Highway 317, people from all across the country have come to Neon First Church of God to help repair.
Our church has had a lot of people come and help, and it's just been amazing, the help that we've been getting from everybody around the nation.
5 feet of water rushed into the building, taking pews and tables in its path.
We have tables and chairs in here. They had floated out here and just tossed and turned about everywhere.
The church is still meeting in their fellowship hall, Friends and family gathered to recover together.
Most of the days we've been down here cleaning or giving stuff to other people and who are in need, and going around and just doing stuff at other people's houses around town.
And as churches and businesses build back, the town starts to have life again.
Now you can see that I made progress. I'm about ready to open back up, probably officially be open Tuesday.
Finding a path to a fresh start. And Neon, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Members of Neon First Church of God, along with Emery Mullins, say they're thankful for all of the help they've gotten through the cleanup process. Junction Drive-In is now open again in Neon after the restaurant was damaged by the flood. The drive-in opened with people lined up at the ordering window, and it's back to serving all kinds of food and ice cream. After a month of cleanup and replacing destroyed equipment, co-owner Lisa Maggard says they're excited to be back.
We worked endlessly day in and day out and took very little breaks, but we are so excited to be open today.
Maggard says Junction Drive-In will be open Monday through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays. In Lexington, they're turning the town teal as a way to raise awareness for those suffering from ovarian cancer. After watching her mom fight ovarian cancer, Kathy Tabbs knew the symptoms, so she met with her gynecologist. They found something growing on Kathy's ovary, and a few days later, she had it surgically removed.
When I woke up in the recovery room, she was holding my hand and said, "I'm sorry, we found cancer." And I remember thinking to myself, this is it. If I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna fight it.
Now, for 10 years, Kathy has been putting up teal ribbons to raise awareness in Lexington. She's a 29-year survivor, so many would say she's won the battle against ovarian cancer. But if you ask Kathy, she'll tell you she's still fighting, and turning Lexington teal is part of that battle. For many Americans, finding time to hit the gym can be difficult, but one couple has worked to make fitness a little more accessible to the people of Whitley County. WYMT's Alyssa Williams spoke to the owners behind the new business in Williamsburg, Whitley Weights, to learn more about their story and how they plan to use the gym to serve the area.
The pandemic was a catalyst for many Americans to start a project or business they've always wanted to, which is what happened for Tanner Broughton and Lauren Lambden of Knox County.
When COVID really hit, especially for southeastern Kentucky, health, diabetes, everything, especially mental health at this point as well, the COVID seemed to decline rapidly, and people weren't doing the proper things to keep their health in check.
The two nurses, who had never owned a business before, decided to take a chance in opening Whitley Weights, a 24-hour gym in Williamsburg.
So with me having a fitness background and Lauren being from Whitley County, logistically it made sense with the gym not being here to kind of migrate this way and open up a gym and just help other people out with the whole fitness scene.
Broughton says it was crucial to open a gym that anyone on any schedule can access.
With the travel nursing as well, like we both had worked third shift, so we were working 7P to 7A, and I would like to see that out of the gym so I could kind of tailor it to people that was in a similar situation to me.
Whitley Weights has partnered with other local businesses and organizations, along with a personal trainer, to create an individualized approach to fitness.
Literally, you can do nutrition consults, macro counseling, the one-on-one coaching sessions, literally anything fitness we have here. So that's what we strive to be, is a one-stop shop.
Both Broughton and Lambden say they feel grateful for the support they've received since their grand opening. And for anyone looking to try a new venture, the pair have some advice.
I say go for it. Full send, no risk, no reward,
Utilize every resource possible. We've called everybody that owns businesses, all my friends who own businesses, your friends that own gyms.
Yeah.
We've wore everybody out.
Yeah, I say go for it.
In Williamsburg, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Whitley Weights is located in the Cumberland Regional Mall and is open 24 hours a day. We'll have more information on the gym on our website, WYMT.com. The CDC has recommended the COVID booster for about a year, but now a new kind of booster is being offered, giving you more protection. Updated boosters target the original strain of the coronavirus, as well as the Omicron subvariants BA4 and BA5. Now, the head of the CDC recommends getting the new booster. It's known as the bivalent booster. The FDA authorized Pfizer's shot for people ages 12 and up, and Moderna's for ages 18 and up.
COVID-19 still represents a very significant threat, especially to patients who are immunocompromised, either by disease or because they take medications that put them at risk.
You're eligible for the booster if it's been at least 2 months since you completed your primary series of shots, or 2 months since your last booster. If you've recently been infected with COVID, wait 3 months until your antibodies wane. As with past COVID-19 vaccines, they will be free of charge. The World Fest Global Village is going on right now in downtown Louisville. The 4-day festival is in its 20th year, and thousands of people have visited the capital to celebrate its return. World Fest highlights cultures and customs from all over the world, featuring 20 countries and over 100 booths. It promises to let folks take a trip around the world without having to leave the bluegrass.
We love to really educate our children on not just our own culture, but really exploring the world and getting out there and seeing what our differences are.
The festival features a vendor village with nearly 150 international themed arts, crafts, and merchandise. The final day of World Fest takes place Monday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.